My name is Alan Goish.
And I'm Igor Goish.
Today we're going to be sharing with you guys the armbar from the guard for MMA. How to be effective with those techniques from the back. How you can apply an armbar without getting punched in the face, without getting hurt, without exposing yourself like most of the people do. Look, let me show you what most of the time, if you watch any fight in the UFC, what happened. Watch. Come to my guard, Igor. Look, let's go back here a little bit. Right there.
Watch very closely. Most times when people get on their back, they panic and they start covering themselves up.
Look, that's the first thing you're gonna do. You see, a lot of people, that's what they do. Every time when they fight, if somebody find themselves on the back, you get 90% of the UFC fighters, that's what they do.
They'll automatically cover themselves up. This is how they end up getting knocked out.
Here you're not effective, right? We're not effective at all. Why? Because people stay over here, cover themselves like this. It's because they have no knowledge how to protect themselves over here, and they keep their leg crossed, or sometimes they even open their legs. That's even make it worse when they do this. Look, even make it worse. You see, they getting punched, getting half a guard, and getting elbow in the face. Look. This is what happened constantly. If you watch the fights and the UFC fights, how that stuff that's happened constantly. That's the thing that never stopped. It's because people have not tapped into their old way, how people used to fight back on the day, and how effective you can be from the guard. If you watch the old Pride's fight, if you watch the old UFC fight, and you see how to learn and how to behave well from your guard, because Master Carson Gracie told us since the beginning, if you don't know how to use your guard and be effective with your guard, better you don't even fight MMA. Right?
You learn how to fight from all angles.
You need to learn how to fight from all angles. Then this angle here is very important. Let's understand this again. Look, when I'm over here, I don't want to do this ever. That's the thing I ever want to do it. Why? Because here I'm exposed to my opponent. He's going to kill me. You see, if I do this, it's going to be even worse. We already know where we're going from here, right? Then let's understand the main foundation from here. Let's get closer over here, Igor, a little, right there, so people can see. Look, he got his hand over here. The first thing I do is not this. First thing I do, so as I have somebody in my guard, if you fight in the UFC and sports fighting, MMA fight itself, it's not allowed to headbutt. Then I'm not going to worry about the headbutt. Otherwise, I would be behaving differently if the headbutt's allowed, right? Boom. Then it's different, okay? Let's understand the game of fighting, of mixed martial arts today, how you can be effective. Because back in the day, we have to protect ourselves from everything, from elbow, from
12 to 6.
12 to 6 elbow. Back in the day, this was not illegal. We have to learn how to protect ourselves on every angle. 12 to 6, headbutt, boom. If you see, back in the day, Mark Kerr fighting back in the day, he was throwing a lot of headbutts, holding people over here, boom. You see? But today it's not legal. Okay? Let's turn this sport, take this sport to another direction. Then let's learn what they do over there that's not effective and what it is effective. What's not effective? You being over here, cover and expose yourself. What's going to be effective from here? First, basic. What is that, Igor?
Wrist control. You immediately want to grab the wrist, so he takes away my power completely over here. What am I going to do? When he grabs my wrist, I have no more weapons.
Look, and another thing, when I grab the wrist, I make sure I have good control. And this control goes from thumb inside and thumb outside. This depends the direction he gonna turn. You see? I can be thumb. If he tries to push outside too much, I go thumb outside. If he tries to push inside, I go thumb inside. You see? And from here, from this transition, look, I switch again. That's constantly, is the fighting over here, is the fighting over here. That's how we're gonna start fighting. Boom! I be constantly over here fighting with this hand and manipulating the hip as well. Manipulating his body. When we fight, we're gonna be here manipulating the body, manipulating the hand. That's the first fight over here. That's the first fight. You see, I'm gonna be here. Let's turn our head this way, Igor, so they can see, have a better angle. Look.
Watch very closely, you guys. This wrist control is very important so you guys can avoid getting punched and getting injured right here. Look how he controls me. With his hands, with his hips. He's completely ruining my balance so I can't be effective over here. And eventually, this is gonna lead to him getting a submission. Watch.
Look, constantly control over here. If he pummel, we're gonna be fighting over here. You see, that's the first goal to lead to a submission. Like Igor said, you see, my head's fitting there, Igor.
Yeah, your head's
is there? Okay, good. So, hands over here. Look, control over here. You see, I'm gonna control this. Like Igor said, now I'm gonna look for my submission. First, I have to learn this grip over here. This grip over here. You see, eventually this guy is gonna pull this arm out to start throwing a punch. Boom! I gotta check and check. Then he's gonna throw another one. I gotta check and control. We call this in the gym double arm control in the guard. You see, double arm control guard. He breaks my first grip. He punched. I block. Look, when I block, look. You have to understand one thing. When he punched, let's turn sideways over here a little bit. Look, so get on this angle. So watch, when he throws this punch over here, look, I'm not gonna do this. You see, a lot of people do this.
Watch, this is how you immediately get led to a TKO over here.
Right.
You can't fight back. Look over here. But if he reaches his arm out, look, he can grab my punch before it strikes, and he can wrap it around, neutralizing my arm right over there.
You see, look, that's the most important. Watch. Control this. He's gonna control, and when he starts overthrowing, boom, I'm gonna check, control. Hold on. Let me explain. Then we talk on top. Yes, first I explain the technique, then you go, wait, why we do this? You understand? Because I need the explanation first. Yes?
Yes.
Okay. Look. Then we here, right? I'm controlling him over here. Double arm control. Now, eventually he's gonna break this. This is gonna be broken, right, Igor? Look, eventually he's gonna break this. You see? Go back. I want to learn this control here first, and I want to learn this control here. You see? That works all together because from this I can pull him in and double arm under and trap both right away. You see, I'm over here, I have control of his arm. You see, all of a sudden I pull him forward. You see, when I pull him forward, he's leaning over here and he needs to push to my chest to go back up. You see, as soon as he's leaning under, I'm pummel right under, look. And my head doesn't stay straight over here. My head goes right away to the side, you see, next to him, you see. Ear to ear over here. I'm controlling both of his arms. I can hold like this, under, and I can hold like this. Okay, either way.
Master, show him how important this grip can be.
Look, over here, look, that's how important, that's like Igor said. That grip over here, very important because sometimes I'm not going to be constantly controlling this because it's going to be hard. I can't control for a little bit. You see, eventually he could pull this arm out and punch. I got to be ready. But before he throws that punch, I have to control him, and I'm not going to wait for him to break my grip to punch. No, I'm going to control him over here. I'm going to start breaking his grip over here, let him have a good balance on top. You see, that's my first control over here. Look, pull in and out. As soon as I see him break his base, look, my arm, look, my hands, look how I pummel right under his arm. You see, immediately I go from this, and my arm goes around his forearm, and I go to this. You see my head goes right on angle over here. If I wrap either side, it can have on either side if I wrap both arms. But if I wrap one single arm, I have to be on the side of the single arm I wrap. If I wrap this side, I'll be on this side. If I wrap one single arm, I'm gonna be on this side. But right now, we practice wrapping double arm control, okay, from the guard. Then I'm gonna be here, I'm gonna be pulling him over here to break his base and pulling him in. You see, I wanna force him to make posture, I want to pull him down here. You see, from here, I don't want to go here because he can start punching you in the face right from this. Boom. You see, this is for the sport jiu-jitsu. You can go there, but on MMA, you got to be here. Force him to come this way. When I force him to come forward, I'm going to keep this pressure over here. Now he's going to pull himself up. Look, from pulling himself up, I want to drive him forward, pummel right under his arm, look. Then I begin to grab this shoe over here, look. From this shoe over here, I'm protecting. Now I slide, you see, his hand is under, double arm control. Look, I got double wrist control over here. Now I can start putting my foot on the hip. Look, now my foot on the hip, look how nice is this. Double hip control, double arm control. Now, I'm gonna go to the end of it, that I'm gonna arch my hip up, you see? Then I'm gonna start locking his elbow in. Look, I lock his elbow in. Sometimes I adjust myself over here just to get nice, look.
Tap.
Squeeze, you see, look.
Tap.
You see? Back, let's go to this angle. Look, I'm over here, I'm gonna force him to posture, then I'm gonna pummel right under, boom! I wrap both, over both of his arm, I can hold like this, or like this, okay? See the way you feel comfortable. Long as you hold here and start squeezing your elbow in. As soon as I get him over here, look, I control, you see my elbow, I'm gonna lock it, because I want to lock his elbow inside like this. I don't want him to do this.
He doesn't want me to posture my elbows out and be able to come back up. He wants to really squeeze my elbows so it takes away my power. Over here, I have nothing left. Over here, he's in complete control over here. Look, I can't do anything over here. But if I'm out here, I can go back, I can punch, I can strike.
Right there, look. Look, over here, look. Like Igor said, if his elbow's out, look, I don't hold it here. Eventually, he's going to break this, look. He breaks, boom! That's what happened a lot. What I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna lock his elbow inside. You see, I lock his elbow inside. At the same time, I can use my hip here to arch. You see, I use my hip to lock him back. So now it's make it easier for me to place the foot on the hip. I lock him back, I place one foot. I lock him back, I place the other foot. Look, my knee over here. Look, my knee's pinching the body over here. My arm's closing him over here. Look, lift your posture a little bit, Igor, so they can see. Look, I'm locking the elbow like this. You see, I'm in, locking here. Look, I'm not elbow out. You see, he's gonna pull the elbow out. You see, I'm gonna pull the elbow in. You see, I wanna hold this tight. Look, it's like I'm using my elbow to do this. I'm doing this. You see? Then let's go back, stay here. Now we're in action. He's gonna posture. Boom, boom, boom. Trap his arm, double arm control, arch, fit in the hip. Fine. Sometimes I adjust to see where I'm going. Boom, look. Look how tight this is.
I can't escape from here. No, you have complete control over here.
You see, he's gonna try to come forward because that's the first thing. He wanna lock you in. Do you know what you're gonna do? You're gonna push him out and arch your hip. You see, what he want? He wanna push himself in. Look, that's why my feet's right on the hip. You see, the headbutt's not allowed. They're not gonna be here comfortably. Look, push him back. I push him back first. Then I start arch. Look how nice is this.
Tap, tap.
You see? Very good. Look, let's go on angle over here. Nice. Got control over here. I'm controlling, and I go boom, 1, 2, boom. Feet on the hip. You see? Sometimes my feet doesn't go on the hip. Oh, my foot's not going. I lock over here. I push him back. Look, I push him back. You see? Go back, Igor. Oh, I double arm control over here, right? Now he's tight. He doesn't want me to get his elbow because he knows I'm gonna stretch their arm. He knows now this arm belongs to me. You know, as soon as I got double wrist over here, what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna cross my feet, push his hip down. Look, it's like I'm lifting. Look how his head goes up. You see, I want to push his head up. and this goes kind of like this, look. You see, like I'm pushing his hip back, so I can place one foot on the hip or the other. You see, 1, 2. Now, this here is gonna push a little back farther, then place the other one. How do you feel, Igor?
Like I can't escape from here.
You say, now, here is, I'm not gonna, some people go, oh, I'm gonna start squeezing over here. No, 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 no. I need to push him back again, readjust. Look, this knee goes over that shoulder over here, and this knee, look, I'm squeezing like him. He's in the butterfly over here. Look, I squeeze him, look, and I arch. You see? Look at this angle, from this angle over here. Look, I'm over here, I push him back. You see, as soon as I push him back, I arch the hip, I create that space, look, feet on the hip. Push him back, look, elbow in, push the other one, look. You want to pinch your arm or leg over his shoulder, over here. Make sure the arm is not straight like this. I'm on an angle like this. You see, then I lock the elbow in.
Tap.
Arch. You see? Okay, let's work at this. One more time, he's over here. I'm working. He's over here. Gonna be 1, 2, 3, 4, just 5. This, for you guys understand, that's the basic one of double arm control. Now we're gonna go to single arm control. Single arm control is pretty much similar to the double arm control, but not every time we can control double arms, eh?
No. Most of the time, the guy will at least be able to escape with one arm, which means you'll have to neutralize usually his most dominant arm over here.
Then let's practice how to control his dominant arm. Because the dominant arm is going to be throwing the punches, yes?
Yes, most of the time.
Then all of us have one dominant arm that you're going to try to escape and use. Then if it's right or left, you got to figure that out, okay? But most of the time, if you fight, you already know your opponent. Just the way he stands, you know what he's going to use the most of the time, right or left, okay? But be expected both sides. That's why we work both sides. Now let's do a single armbar
From guard.
from guard.